What's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys a heads up on a free Steam game that you can get. Yes, it's a free to own forever game available directly on Steam, typically $14.99, so from a value standpoint, I feel like that's pretty good. We'll talk that, and also, we've got a bunch of deals to go over on newly released games, upcoming games from our friends at Green Man Gaming. If you're looking to pick up some of these big games coming out here in the next few weeks into the next month, GMG is going to be a good spot to be on the lookout for. Obviously, we had a major release today, the official release, and then another bigger release is coming out later today that some people don't know about. A lot of people think it's coming out tomorrow. Time conversion and things of that nature. It'll be unlocking on Steam later today, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Dead in Bermuda is available free over on Steam. Dead in Bermuda is a survival management game with RPG and adventure elements. Lead a team of 8 survivors from a plane crash, assign them to tasks, gain experience, develop your survival skills, research and craft new items, explore the island, and solve its mysteries. 334 reviews, mostly positive at 71%, typically $14.99, but it is available absolutely free right now, so you can check that out. They also have announced a sequel, Dead in Antares. That'll be coming out, I would imagine, sometime this year. They do know a demo is available, and the original game, Dead in Bermuda, is available free. The game notes manage the well-being of your team. They can die from hunger, fatigue, sickness, injury, and depression, as well as a lack of water. Relationships between characters evolve. They can argue, become friends, and even lovers. Research and craft to upgrade your camp. Deep RPG system running behind the scenes. The efficiency of every action is tied to character skill, opinions, and the state of the character. Exploration, 100 map areas to discover, each with its own rewards or traps. Randomized elements, special encounters, easy to play but hard to survive. That is available free right now, so go ahead and check that out. Dead in Bermuda, available for free. Alright, next up, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is out of its early access period, and it's available now, 25% off for $52.49. I believe they've also rolled out the first patch for the game. I might be wrong about that, but I did see a patch downloading, and Konami did note they were working on a patch last I checked their social media, so they're going to continue improving this game from a technical standpoint. Obviously, should it be at a better state now than what it launched at? Yes, I do think so. It does have a very positive reception on Steam, 83% positive. Look, the game obviously has some technical issues. People are experiencing crashes. I've experienced crashes in this game. However, it is still Metal Gear Solid 3, and Metal Gear Solid 3 is legitimately one of the greatest video games of all time. Most people, if they're into Metal Gear, they'll go with Metal Gear 3 as their favorite. Like most people that I've talked to. Now, and the game isn't doing crazy numbers either, so I really do believe the people that are buying Delta Snake Eater right now are the hardcore Metal Gear fans. I don't think this game is capturing the interest of a lot of, people that haven't played Metal Gear in the past, or might be casual players that have only played a few games. I think that $70 price point, the technical issues, $80 with the fake early access, even if GMG has it 25% off for $52.49, it is a shorter game. This is a game you can complete in 14 to 15 hours, and yes, it is incredible, and it's a game that I'll go back and I'll play through multiple times, especially as the technical performance and elements get better. But when I say that, this is also one of those games, if you wait 6 months, if you wait a year, you'll probably get it 50% off. It'll probably be $30 to $35, and it'll be a much better experience. For the average consumer, that's what I would recommend. I would recommend you wait and then pick it up down the line. However, MGS3 is goated. It's a phenomenal game, and this remake stays true to the original while also having some quality of life improvements, and that's really what I think most people wanted out of Delta Snake Eater. I think it's really good outside of the technical issues, and again, the game is peaking at like 18,000 concurrent players, which for a game of this caliber, honestly is pretty terrible. That is a pretty terrible number, all things considered. Let me pull up, for reference sake, what the Silent Hill 2 remake peaked at, because I want to say that the Silent Hill remake peaked at a higher player count, or right around the same number, which, like, I would have thought that Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater would have been a much, much bigger game. Let me actually pull up Silent Hill 2. Let's go to the charts. Silent Hill 2 peaked at 23,000 concurrent players, while Delta Snake Eater, I believe as of the recording of this video, peaked at 18,600, but it's going up since now the game is available to everyone. I'm sure by the weekend, it might crack Silent Hill 2's number, but again, I thought it would do a little bit better. Maybe I overestimated how big Metal Gear was as an IP. And again, I think that $70 price tag, with it having the technical issues, I do believe it's the hardcore fans that are picking the game up now. But hopefully over time, a year from now, when it's much better and the price continues to go down, Konami games have historically gotten cheaper and cheaper pretty quickly. It'll be a great pickup for a lot of you guys at that point. But nevertheless, I'm sure it's also doing very well on PlayStation. That is going to be the predominant place I think people pick this game up on. But nevertheless, there you go with that. If you do want to pick it up, it is 25% off for $52.49. All right, next up, game unlocking at 6 p.m. today, Lost Soul Aside. XP members have it 16% off for $50.39. If you're not an XP member, use the code AUG15. You'll save 15% and you'll get it for $51. You guys, Lost Soul Aside is a game that I've been following for like a decade. I want to say it got announced back in 2014. Sony got involved with the development of the game in 2016. And I don't want to say it's been in development hell. They said that they figured out the tone and the style of the game back in 2021. But again, when a game's been known for a decade and it's finally coming out, you always have to be a little bit skeptical. I think the game looks really solid. What I would go into it expecting is expect like a 7 out of 10 action game. It's a new game from a new studio, and I get that the Wukongs of the world have come out and that game was incredible. But again, this game's been in development for like a decade, and I'm just a little bit skeptical exactly how it's going to turn out. But it's right up my alley as far as the style of game that it is. It's not a Souls-like game, which thank the high heavens, I'm so sick and tired of Souls-like games. Give me more character-driven action titles, and I'm going to be all aboard on that. But $51 with the code AUG15 if you're an XP member, $50.39. I'm looking forward to checking it out, man. I'm hoping it turns out well, so we'll see how that goes. Shinobi Art of Vengeance is coming out tomorrow as well, and GMG's got it 21% off for $23.75. That's another game that you can pick up, and that's been getting quite a lot of buzz. 89 on Metacritic, I want to say. It might have fallen to like an 87, but a side-scrolling action platformer, another game that's totally up my alley as far as the style of game that it is. It's just, right now, Metal Gear, Gears of War, Lost Soul aside, those are the 3 major titles I'm going to be playing through. Shinobi, I want to fit it in, but then next week you got a Hollow Knight, which I'm not a crazy Hollow Knight guy, but I feel like Silk Song, just as a YouTuber and as somebody that follows games, you got to play it from the standpoint of how big that game is. But yeah, Silk Song, Chronos the New Dawn, and Shuten Orders coming out, and I do want to play that next week as well. Man, it's going to be a busy time. So Shinobi, I want to get to it, but I might have to wait a little bit. $23.75 on that. And then Borderlands 4, use the code AUG15 on this as well. $70. You can get the other editions 15% off. It's Borderlands 4 at this point. You've decided whether or not you're picking that up. And then Final Fantasy Tactics is 20% off for $39.99. 22% off if you're an XP member for $39 off of its typical $50 price tag. Remember, these deals on GMG, all of them are Steam keys. You'll get a Steam key, you'll redeem it on Steam, and you'll be good to go. You don't pay tax either, so it's even cheaper than the discounts that they're showing comparatively to buying them directly on Steam. So great offers there. And Metal Gear out now. Lost Soul aside out later today. By the time you're watching this video, it might already be out. And Shinobi out tomorrow. Borderlands 4 out on September the 12th. And Final Fantasy Tactics September the 30th. A lot of big stuff coming out. And then October, more games, Battlefield, Digimon. It's gonna be crazy, so buckle up. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.